There's a guy there named Ted Limoz who was like 6-1 from Hawaii. And Hawaii is not known for having strong fighters. And my manager had known him, and he said, I think it's a pretty safe fight. And I didn't care. I'm sparring with world champions in the gym and doing well, so I didn't care. I would have fought anybody. And so we take the fight. The first round, I dropped him in the first round. I remember Kenny Bayless was the referee. Interesting story. Bayless was the referee. I dropped him in the first round. I haven't heard it again. Drop him again at the very end of the first round. There's like 2 seconds left. He goes down. He gets back up. And I remember to this day, he gets back up and he stares me right in the eyes as he's walking back to the corner. And he gives me a weird look. And I understand that he's not finished. He looks angry. And side note to this story, the coach in my corner this time was Freddie's assistant, Mackillop. And Macca had knocked out Limoz's father years ago. So there's a little history there too. So Limoz goes back to his work, comes up for the second round, and it's a good fight. He's given me everything he has. And by the third round, I'm running out of gas. At this point, I had close to 100 amateur fights, 10 pros. I'd never been knocked down in my life. In the third round, he hit me with a shot. And I remember seeing the canvas come up to me. I didn't even know I was falling down. I fell face first and boom. And at this point, I'd been taking a pretty good beating too. I was cut for the first time over my right eye and under my left eye, and my mouthpiece had come through my bottom lip. So I was in pretty bad shape. I get up at maybe the count of 7-8, and Kenny Bayless says, he looks at me and says, son, I'm stopping the fight. You'll live to fight another day, and he waves the fight off. And I go crazy. I'm yelling at him. I'm screaming. I say, I'm okay. And he stops the fight. And I'm devastated. I'm supposed to be a world champion, and I'm training with Freddie Roach at the Wildcard Gym and all these things, and I'm just lost. I argued with him, and I'm a respectful guy. That's not the type of person I am at all. I called him every name in the book. I was so hurt, and so I leave the ring, and my ex was with me at the time, and by the time we leave the ring and get to my hotel room, I see the doctor, and right away he says, I have a mild to moderate concussion. I go back to my hotel room. By the time I reach my hotel room, my eyes are still swollen shut, both my eyes. I can barely see. I was still saying, hey, that fight shouldn't have been stopped. And I went on for months like that. So yeah, maybe 8 months later, Kenny Bayless is reffing a fight. So at this point, I hate Kenny Bayless. I blame him for my loss. And Bayless is reffing a fight. And the guy dies in the ring. And Freddie says to me, Ian, Kenny Bayless may have saved your life. And then it really sunk in, and I'm like, well, and so that went on for years and years. I said, man, I owe Kenny Bayless an apology. And 2004, I left the U.S. and came back to Canada, but I always tried to find Kenny Bayless. I wanted to apologize face to face, and we never ran into him. I had fights in England and Australia, all over the place, Denmark, and I told the story many times, but I never saw Kenny Bayless face to face to apologize. Shaquille and I, in 2016. When Muhammad Ali died, we went to his funeral.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was envious of you.
Yeah, it was great. Ali was my idol. And on the drive back, we stopped in Canastota. It was the Boxing Hall of Fame. And we go there, and it's a great time, and it feels good. And we see all these great old fighters, and we have a blast. And we're leaving there, and we're driving down this country road in Canastota. And I see this guy walking, this black guy walking with an Ali hat. I'm like, my God, that's Kenny Bayless. And I've told all my fighters the story a million times, that Kenny may have saved my life. And it was Kenny Bayless walking down some old country road. He'd been at the Boxing Hall of Fame. And I'm in my car, shy I pull up next to him, was super fast, stay on my brakes. I jump out, I go, Kenny Bayless. He's like, yes. And so I go over and talk to him. And I say, I finally get to apologize in real life. And super emotional moment for me.
Right on, man.
So, yeah, awesome. It was cool.